Henry's got shy. I've experienced this often. People are sometimes overwhelmed by my presence. But hi, Henry. Well, I'll talk to everybody out there, and if Henry hears too, that's great. I wonder if your mum ever told you to do something you didn't want to do. Has that ever happened? Yes? Well, Jesus had an experience just like that. If he needs to go back, he can. Is that okay? Jesus had an experience just like that in today's gospel. There was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and they hadn't organized the reception very well, and they ran out of wine. Jesus' mother went to him and said, "They've run out of wine." And Jesus said, "Woman, what's that got to do with me and you? We're not organizing this wedding." Mary, Jesus' mother, ignored him and said to the servants who were there, "Do whatever he tells you." Jesus scratched his head, said, "This isn't my time, but oh, okay." And he just got on with it. He said, "Fill those big stone jars with water, and then draw the water and serve it to the steward." The servants drew the water, and it had become wine. They took it to the steward, and he said, "This is the best wine that we have here today." The servants knew that it was just water. So I wonder, bye, Henry. Hi, Sarah. I wonder, has anybody pushed you to do something that you've been putting off, but you knew you had to do? Maybe we should be grateful for Mary and for those people. I also wonder if you ever worry about the fact that you've got to do something that changes the world and that becomes overwhelming. You know, the servants in the story, they didn't have to turn the water into wine. They just had to fill the jars. God asks us to fill the jars. Then God will make the water turn into the wine. I also wonder about Martin Luther King Jr. on this weekend. Martin sometimes thought he was inadequate when he was facing the injustice of the world. But he very simply did what he thought he needed to do. He filled water jars. And God took his offering and turned it into wine of justice and truth. I wonder if there's some way in which you can fill a water jar today and trust God to turn it into something wonderful. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. Thank you all. Amen.